Hello, and this is your girl Kiera the Beauty here again today with a story time. And so today's story time is gonna be it's something about light skin dudes. So that's what I'm gonna do. And how I encountered one and it was bad, and I'm never gonna do light skin ever again in my life. Alright, so I'm sorry about the lighting. I'm sorry about those sirens. I promise you, I don't stay in the hood, but I hear sirens. So yeah, today we're gonna talk about that. So yeah, let's get into it. Okay, so first, let's start off by saying time frame is back in 2012. 2012, I was living in Hampton, Virginia. If you don't know where that's at, for those who stay in Hampton, I'm sorry. I was staying in Hampton, Virginia, and I had just got out of a relationship with Jerome. My ex's name was Jerome. I had just got out of a relationship with him, and I was still feeling him, still, wanting to get back with him. So, okay, and he wasn't light skinned. He was dark. He was dark skinned. Lord, was he dark skinned, and he's still dark skinned to this day. So we had broke up, and me and a couple of my friends went downtown Virginia Beach, walking the strip one night, and I ran into this light-skinned dude by the name of Johnny. So he actually came up to me, and anyways, Johnny was cute, so I gave him my number, and then we started talking, and we started talking a little more, hanging out and all this stuff. And I told Johnny from jump, I said, I just got out of a relationship, still feeling my ex, like I'm not trying to start anything with you, it's just all fun and games right now. So Johnny said he understood what was going on. I thought it was good, it was cool. So one night, after we've been hanging out for like a couple weeks and all this stuff, one night my best friend, which happens to be a guy, my ex, Jerome, and a couple of other friends that we all hung out with decided to drive down to Virginia Beach and go to the club. So we go to the club, and we're in the club, we're having fun, and then look who I see walk into the club, and it's Johnny. And I was like, oh, okay, cool, Johnny's here in the club, I get to go hang out with him one night. You know how we girls are, we really don't, when we get into a relationship quickly after we break up with somebody, it's not because we want to be with this person, it's because we want to make our ex jealous. And I really wasn't in a relationship with them, but I wanted to make my ex jealous still. Johnny came up to me and we started talking, started dancing and all this stuff, and Jerome would look, and of course look at you, done messed up, fool. I'm like blinded it in Jerome's face because that's the whole reason why I was talking to this dude in the first place. Johnny started to get extra drunk, and I really wasn't feeling it. I really was feeling how he was acting. I kind of walked away from him and I went to my best friend, and my best friend just so happened to be standing next. Best friend was standing next to Jerome, right? So I go over there, and then all of a sudden Jerome wanted to dance with me. So started dancing with Jerome, having fun, whatnot. And then I see Johnny coming, moving through the crowd, like coming up towards us, and then he just stops, and he's like standing like right in front of us, and I'm still dancing on Jerome. Like I don't see him standing in front of me because he was irrelevant at that time. I was dancing with Jerome, and that's all that mattered to me. I then got mad, and then he walked off, right? I guess he wanted me to see that he saw me dancing with Jerome, but I'm like, I don't care, fool, you acting stupid anyways. Like, you're not my man. So why would I be bothered? Was how he walked off, and then I continued to dance with Jerome, and then I saw Johnny come back, and Johnny was like trying to pull me to get me to go where he was trying to go. And I really wasn't trying to go with him, so I'm like, get off me like that, right? And so my best friend saw this, so my best friend walks over, and he's like, yo, what's wrong? And I was like, I don't want to go with him, he's pulling on me. My best friend was like, yo, stop pulling on her, leave her alone. And like Johnny was like not trying to hear my best friend. I guess he was like, oh, I'm taller than this guy. So best friend and I are the same height. And Johnny is just like a little bit taller than us. I guess he felt as though since my best friend wasn't as tall as him, he could like punk him or whatnot. But there was another guy that we was with, and he was cool with me too, and he saw it happening too. Now this dude was like stupid tall, like taller than Johnny. So he comes over there, he's like, what's wrong? And then my best friend was like, this guy is trying to pull her off and she trying to go. And so he was like, yo dude, leave her alone. leave. Johnny, for some reason, listened to this guy. So he walked off, right? That was the last I heard of Johnny that night. At that point, I was done with him. Like, if you're trying to, embarrass me and fool me in the club, I really don't have time for you anymore. I'm over you, so don't come back. And so I'm thinking I'm good. I don't have to worry about him no more. A couple days go by, and then Johnny messaged me on Facebook. Yeah, he messaged me. Okay, so a couple days after I cannot believe I sent him a message. That's God telling me I shouldn't be talking about him like this. But I don't care. I don't like him at all. Those thumbs up thing that they stupid have on Facebook, I just sent that to him. So a couple days after the whole club incident, he messaged me.
We talked.
I said, "What's up?"
What we had again.
And I said, "We really didn't have anything." And he said,
"Smiles, laughs, and time spent together. I think that's the start, and if I'm wrong, say so, I'll leave it alone. But I hate it. Stop. You kind of seen on the no side already."
I said, "I kind of seen on the no side. What's that?"
Like, you don't even want to try. I'm just saying you seem attracted, and I was awesome, but I want to talk and be around in person. If I can't, just tell me.
I said I was still wanting to be my ex at the time, because when I told you that, he said,
"But since I do, but I'm asking you now, you already know how I am. I was jumping into you the best way I knew how. But if you over and want to see me sometimes, let me know." And I said,
"Honestly, I'm still on that trip with him, and there's really no need in me trying to start anything with you now, because I'm getting ready to leave in a few months." And then he said, "Okay." And that was it for, Johnny and I. Was never friends on Facebook, so he kind of like looked me up because I wasn't answering his phone calls. So yeah, I ended up moving on. Before actually leaving Virginia, I ended up getting into a relationship with someone who I really loved, and we was together for about 3 years on and off. And I completely forgot about this. I'm overseas, and me and the guy that I was really in love with, I'm gonna call him Michael. So me and Michael ended up breaking up. One day I was just strolling on my Facebook, and it says people you may know, and then Johnny popped up, and I was like, "Oh, okay, I'm gonna go ahead and add him, and we be friends now, because it's been years, and he's probably gonna cool down, and I don't forget about the whole situation, so let's be adults, right?" So I hit submit. This is why I'm still overseas, right? I got a message from him, and it said,
"Hey, how you been?"
And I said, "I'm good, you?" And he said,
"Good, it's been a while, you still in VA?"
And I was like, "It sure has." No, I left there in 2013. He said,
"Oh, okay, where are you now?"
And I told him where I was at, and he said, "How
you like it?"
I said, "It's better than the place that I was at previous." And then he said, "Oh, okay." And then he started talking about how he went there. Basically small talk. So over the time, our conversations got a little more personal, a little more, "Oh, I want to be with you," a little more of that. I'm not even gonna lie to y'all. I was so heartbroken about how me and Michael ended up. I was really looking for a relationship. I was really looking for a companion. However, I was not careful. I was really wanting to be in a relationship. So when he was telling me and whispering all this good stuff to me in my ear, I was like, "Okay, yes, I'm willing to do that." I should have slowed my roll. I had not rushed into anything. So we was talking about a relationship from November to the time, which is like the beginning of August. We didn't really start talking about a serious relationship until like maybe May. May we started talking about, coming to see me and all that stuff. Mind you, I'm back in Virginia, but I'm not back in Hampton, Virginia. We're like a 3.5 hour difference from each other right now. He was telling me how he was gonna come see me, and I was gonna come down there. In the beginning, he was so excited about coming up here to see me and just being around me. That's cool, I was the same way. All of a sudden, it was like the excitement to come see me just stopped. He didn't want to come see me. It was like, "Oh, I'm working this weekend." I got fed up one day. I was like, "You know what? It's funny how you're working every weekend now. It's funny now. Before you was off all the time, and now you're working all the time." It just didn't make sense for me. We would fight all the time about little things. Like, he couldn't take a joke unless he was the one telling me jokes. So we was having an argument one time before, and I ended up saying, "Ha ha ha ha," because it was funny. It was funny. I was telling him, "No, that's not how it is. Stop, 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 stop." He wouldn't stop. So I was just like, "You know what? I ain't got time for it. If you feel that way, then you feel that way." And he got mad. He got so mad at me, y'all. He was like, you're childish, and I see where we stand now, and I hate when people laugh at me when I'm serious and all this stuff. And I'm like, get over it, dude. Drink bleach. I don't care. Fast forward to this now argument that I done started because I'm tired of it, right? I said, how is it you're working 3 weekends in a row? He said, you
want to see the schedule?
I said, no, I'm asking a question. I'm trying my hardest to be patient, but it's running dry. He said,
well, I think you should make it this way. If you can't and you want to give up, then that's on you.
I came up with this excuse, y'all, because I really don't like driving. But my car's not going to make that drive. As a matter of fact, it's going to the shop when I get a free moment. Hence why I'm adamant on you coming here. You were so excited to see me before. Now it's just like, And he said,
it's not that at all. You just make these statements like my patience is running dry. I'll be over here like, who is she talking to? Like, do you not realize back in the day, you are the one who left me and I was there to move on after you effed me over. So you really think I'm going to kill myself because your patience is running dry? Please.
Yo, I was at work when I was getting these text messages, right? I couldn't even concentrate because I was so mad that this ignorant Negro thought it was cool to speak to me that way. I said, you keep bringing up the same old stuff. How are we supposed to build something and you're still living in the past? It happened, it's over, it's done, I apologize, let's move on. How you didn't want to hear stuff that happened to me in my other relationships? I'm tired of hearing about this. And if you feel that type of way, then why even try to build something with me? And he said,
because you make me sick talking to me like that. That's why. You can't talk to me any kind of way because honestly, you owe me.
Oh, hell no!
I don't owe nobody nothing. I don't owe you nothing. I don't owe your mama nothing. I don't owe your daddy nothing. I don't owe nobody nothing but God. I ain't got time for you and your pettiness. He said,
because honestly, you owe me something, and if you feel like you don't, that's totally fine. Step off. But if it was me that left you, trust you would expect me down on my damn hands and knees. Ain't no double standards.
First of all, it's knees, boo. K-N-E-E-S. Thanks for trying to be smart, but you look dumb. Owe you something? How? I apologized and told you from jump my situation. And you sit back and say I talk to you all type of ways, but it's acceptable how you talk to me. And you don't know me. If you did, you know that if you would have left, I would not expect anything more than what I have done. And want to know how? Because I've done it before. I'm a forgiving person. Remember what I just said, okay? Remember what I just said. He said, reading, before I sent him that little icon, I was reading you what I told him. And what did I say? I told him about my ex. This is what this fool said.
Yeah, you never told me from jump. Come on, man. I'm not dumb by no means. And, well, you've done it before with someone else. I'm Johnny, not who the H ever that was. A whole new man. And I'm not wrong in what I'm saying. Of course, you're defending yourself right now. You don't want to be wrong.
And I say, yes, I did tell you at the time I was still interested in my ex. So now you're saying I did. It's a respect thing. You want me not to talk to you no certain way, then don't talk to me no certain way, regardless of any situation. You receive what you dish out. And as far as you being a whole new man, okay. But how I am is how I am. How I treat a situation is how I treat a situation. And as I said it before, I'm a forgiving person. Therefore, I would have handled it differently. He said,
LOL. If you don't believe I'm different, that's on you. But this ain't the same sucker you jump with then, so try me, that's all I'm saying. And I hear you, but see even that little comment you made said, okay, at the end, it's like, again, who does she think she's talking to? I don't know.
I was like Kermit Frog on this last one because I did a lot. Look at that. See, he didn't respond because boom, bomb has dropped, it's done. So I said, first let's touch on the fact that you LOL'd, right? When I left, you flipped 8. I'm not bothered by that, hence how I said I handle things differently. Second, I never said you weren't different. I said how I treat a situation is how I treat a situation. Never did I say you were like the others. Third, how I text is how I talk. You misread my text and think there's attitude behind all of them, when really there isn't. When I put okay, that was me responding to your whole new man statement. That's it. He didn't respond after that. I'm here to tell you, ladies and gentlemen, I would never ever deal with a light-skinned guy again. This isn't the first light-skinned guy I dealt with. I've dealt with another one. He was crazy too. In his feelings, misreading, I don't have time for it no more. I'm over it. I don't want a light-skinned guy. So here's my thing, and then I'm done. I don't know nobody, anything but God. He can drink bleach and I wouldn't even care. And if he's watching this, lovely video, I'm pretty sure you got a bottle of bleach under the sink, so go drink it, and I wouldn't care. Well, if you like this video, go ahead and like and comment, and also subscribe to my channel. Toodles for now, kisses for later.